bringing you up-to-date news on India and our community worldwide. Today we will start with the Delhi attack investigation done by Indian government. In a major development in the ongoing probe into the Delhi bomb blast case, the National Investigation Agency, NIA, on Sunday arrested a resident of Pulwama in J&K who had allegedly conspired with the suicide bomber to carry out the attack, which claimed 13 lives. NIA arrests Pulwama man who sourced car for suicide bomber. JAM link under lens Amir Rashid Ali, in whose name the car involved in the blast was bought, was arrested from Delhi. The NIA took over the probe from the Delhi police on November 11th, a day after the blast, and has since launched a massive search operation. On the night of November 10th, just hours after the blast, the J&K police had taken several residents of Pulwama district into custody after initial investigations traced the ownership of the vehicle used in the explosion to the region. Among those detained were 3 residents of Sambora village in Pulwama: Amir Rashid Ali, 27, Umar Rashid Mir, and Tariq Malik, 44, who works as a private security guard. Sources said all 3 were either directly associated with the car or had connections to Umar, whose identity had been forensically established by the NIA as the driver of the Hyundai i20 car that exploded near Red Fort on November 10th. Nabi was a resident of Pulwama district and an assistant professor in the General Medicine Department of Al Falah University. Investigators said the car's ownership trail led them to Pulwama after it was discovered that Amir had allegedly provided his Aadhaar card during the vehicle's purchase. Since then, Amir was in police custody and has now been arrested by the NIA, the sources said. Meanwhile, according to NIA investigations, Amir Rashid had conspired with the suicide bomber Umar to unleash the terror attack. Amir had come to Delhi to facilitate the purchase of the car, which was eventually used as a vehicle-borne improvised explosive device, IED, to trigger the blast. The sources said the anti-terror agency has also seized another vehicle belonging to Nabi. The vehicle is being examined for evidence in the case, in which the NIA has so far examined 73 witnesses, including those injured in the blast. The probe agency is also trying to trace the digital footprints of the arrested members of the White Collar Module allegedly involved in masterminding the terror incident. The sources said, though there were indications of Jaish-e-Mohammed GM handlers reportedly being behind the plotters, investigators were yet to trace any direct digital proof between the module members and their reported handlers, even as arrests had gone up in the aftermath of the incident. The sustained interrogation of the arrested accused, Muzammil Ghanai, Shaheen Shahid, and Adil Rather, is currently going on, and investigators are trying to extract information about their alleged links to GM and even handlers based in Turkey. Meanwhile, the sources said the NIA was working in close coordination with the police of 4 states: Delhi, J&K, Haryana, and Uttar Pradesh, and several other investigative agencies. It was pursuing multiple leads to unearth the larger conspiracy behind the bombing and identify others involved in the case, they added. Next, we will look at J&K. Police intensified checks on chemical fertilizer shops. In the aftermath of the Delhi Red Fort blast that left 13 people dead and several others injured on November 10th, the Jammu and Kashmir police have launched a massive inspection drive across the Union Territory. The crackdown focuses on fertilizer and chemical shops, as well as car dealerships, to prevent the misuse of regulated material. Police officials in several districts said on Sunday that extensive inspections are underway to ensure that no sensitive or regulated materials are diverted for unlawful activities. The districts where action has been initiated include Anantnag, Ganderbal, Pulwama, and Awantipora. The checking drive covers industries handling mixable or sensitive raw materials. Police teams scrutinized stock registers, verified documentation, assessed storage practices, and examined the movement of regulated items to ensure complete compliance with safety and legal norms. In continuation of its efforts to prevent misuse of agricultural chemicals and to ensure strict compliance with safety regulations, Ganderbal Police conducted a comprehensive inspection drive of fertilizer and chemical shops across the district. The surprise checking was carried out by teams from various police stations under the supervision of senior officers, an official said. Shopkeepers were sensitized about maintaining proper documentation, adhering to guidelines, and cooperating with law enforcement agencies, particularly in monitoring suspicious bulk purchases. Officials emphasized the importance of ensuring that restricted chemicals are sold strictly as per government norms. According to officials, the inspection aimed to verify stock records, sale registers, licenses, storage conditions, and compliance with safety protocols to prevent any illegal diversion or misuse of fertilizers and chemicals. A Pulwama police official said business owners and distributors were advised to maintain updated documentation, ensure fair practices, and strictly follow legal guidelines. Similarly, Awantipora police stated that extensive checking of chemical and fertilizer shops was conducted across its jurisdiction to curb unlawful activities and ensure adherence to regulations. Sources in the J&K police said inspections are also being conducted at vehicle dealerships, especially for vehicles brought from outside the UT. An official noted that detailed records are maintained by various car dealers in Shopian district. In the recent Red Fort explosion, the main suspect, Dr. Umar Unnabi, was allegedly driving a car registered in Haryana. Members of the terror module had also purchased NPK fertilizers from shops in Haryana over several months. Officials emphasized that the ongoing actions are preventive in nature and are aimed at ensuring that no material is diverted for any adverse or unlawful activity. And now let's look at Al-Falah University at Haryana, the university that rocked everything. Al-Falah. Students fear stigma, empty out campus, anxious parents trying to get in, and students rushing out with bags. That's the scene outside Al-Falah University in Faridabad. With the medical institution emerging as the epicenter of the white-collar terror and its accreditation under the scanner, both faculty members and students have been left a harried lot. Though the university claims innocence and insists it had only a professional relationship with the doctors accused of masterminding the attack, students and teachers say they feel labeled and want a quick exit from the turmoil. Sources claim the university is trying to keep classes running and hostels occupied, but a majority of students are fleeing, citing personal reasons such as marriage, unwell parents, or medical emergencies. I am still in shock. Only I know how my parents paid to secure a seat here. Now the university is in trouble and speculation is rife that it will be sealed soon. Amid all this, placement feels like a distant dream, and with the accreditation crisis, even getting a degree seems uncertain. Investigative agencies come daily, and our communication is under watch. It is unbearable. I have called my parents to take me home, says a third-year MBBS student. Students claim the university is tight-lipped, and they have received no communication about what may happen next. Gripped with confusion, ignorance, and fear, over 65% of students are reportedly not attending classes and have left, though the university has not confirmed the numbers.